What's up, TTFF people? Welcome back to the Tucson Family Food Project. My name is Steven Cota-Robles. Now, the biggest thing that we're trying to teach you at the Tucson Family Food Project is how to cook for yourself. And I know when I was a kid, the way I learned how to cook was scrounging around my kitchen and inventing recipes based on the ingredients I already had. So that's what this week is based on. Ingredients that you might already have in your kitchen, and if you don't, you might have something similar. So get ready to use some basic ingredients to make some really big flavors, because we're doing a TTFFP original, Tompot Eggs. And a big shout out to Danielle and Honey at HD Custom Works Company for these amazing aprons. In your meal kit this week, you'll find a pound of potatoes, 6.5 ounces of tomatoes. If you don't have tomatoes at home, even a pasta sauce or a spaghetti sauce will work for this recipe. A 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil, a 1/4 cup of shredded Parmesan cheese, a tablespoon of balsamic vinegar, and eggs. And all you're gonna need to make this week's recipe is a large frying pan, a medium frying pan, and a wooden spoon. The first thing we're gonna do is drain the water out of our potatoes. The reason we do this is to stop the potatoes from turning brown after we cut them. So the first thing we're gonna do is add about half of our oil to our large pan over medium heat with our potatoes, our onions, a nice big pinch of salt, and a nice big pinch of pepper. And then we're gonna mix this up, and we're gonna let this cook while we make the rest of our dish. And we're gonna stir this every so often just to make sure nothing's getting burnt. Now that our potatoes and onions are going, we're gonna heat the rest of our oil in our medium pan over medium-high heat. And we're gonna wait till this gets nice and hot before we put our tomatoes in. Now that our oil is nice and hot, we're gonna carefully add in our tomatoes. And we're gonna just leave these alone for 2 to 3 minutes until they start to blister. Now that our tomatoes are nice and blistered, we're gonna learn a new skill. In your pan, move your tomatoes to the front and gently flip. This takes some practice, so be patient with yourself. But we want to make sure they get cooked all around. And be careful, don't try to go too high. We're going to lower our heat to medium, and we're going to let these tomatoes cook for another 5 to 10 minutes, or until they're as done as you want them to be. And hit it with some salt and pepper. When your tomatoes have about a minute left, add in your balsamic vinegar. Now that our tomatoes are done, we're going to add them into our potatoes and onions. Then we're going to give everything a nice mix. Now we're going to make the wells for our eggs. So I'm going to do 5 eggs in mine. So I'm going to make 5 spaces where our eggs can cook. And I'm going to stir the whites a little bit to help them cook through. And we're gonna leave the eggs in this position until they've reached our desired doneness, which is entirely up to you. So there are our TTFFP original Tompot eggs using nothing but the stuff we had already in our kitchen. I hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't have some of these ingredients, feel free to substitute them with whatever you do have. A special thank you to Tim and Ruben at Whole Foods over on River and Craycroft for providing us with the eggs that we've been using in the past several weeks and for all the donations they've been giving us. We really appreciate you guys. And a special thank you again to Danielle and Honey at HD Custom Works for the amazing aprons. I hope you all enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps, and we are getting more and more viewers. So thank you if you've done it already, and if you haven't, please do. I will see you all right back here next week with another delicious recipe. So until then, peace.